This is Dee with Divine Now, and I promised you some more dots today. I know, it's Sunday. We're supposed to be a day of rest. Well, there's a lot of controversy. Should it be Saturday? Should it be Sunday? Different religions. But the divine never rests. Trust me. And my team, they're after me to get this done, so Sunday or not. Okay, so the second results video for that 1010 portal reading. Pretty phenomenal. Definitely. And it's funny because I went back and I looked. I went back and looked at the reading, or the results video, the second one that I just released. The divine, I told you they hacked the AI. My team, they absolutely hacked the AI. Oh, boy and how. Okay, let me point out a couple of things before we get started into some other dots. This is just some more proof that they're talking to all of you. You guys just don't notice it. You know, that reading I did, the Leo card, stood for who the pirates were being funded by and who's behind it. And then this tarot reader does a reading for Leo. Heaven or hell? Remember who you are now. Yeah. Remember your place. Anyway, sorry. Another thing that's very interesting about the Leo reading is coming from this reader, Soul Source Tarot. Look at a couple of her other readings that happen to be popped up on either side of her here. Leo, Israel, liar, liar, pants on fire, literally. You can't make that crap up. I told you Gabriel has a sense of humor. He absolutely does. And he used her and the titling of her video to make a point to Israel. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Literally. You can't make it up. You just can't. And their addiction to greed wins them over. You just can't. You just can't. Beautiful life emerging, hard work, realignment, and like I said in that last video, Gabriel says, TikTok, time's up. Choose wisely. You just can't make it up. You can't. They're outing you. The divine is outing Israel. Yep. And they're using everybody. We all are connected. Yes, Gabriel's got a sense of humor. So do I. I think it's effing hilarious. Here's another thing that was funny. Check this out. Going back in the video. Here's the video. Showing the reading. The Leo card, who's behind the Somali pirates. The the Leo card is. But check this out. By the way, before I point this out, let me point out something else. The 5 of Pentacles. Remember what that article said? It was 5 pirate ships going after 2 oil tankers. 5. Can't make that up now, can you? This King of Swords went all Queen of Swords on the 5 pirate ships, leaving them out in the cold. See, they're moving towards, see them walking? Towards the 2 poles. This guy. They were moving towards the Archangel Commander. Off with their heads. Yep. And he was laying in wait. He knew they were coming after the twin ships, the oil tankers. Kwam! And he handed them some speedy justice. That's so funny. But the other thing I want to point out, I told you many times now, my team hacked the AI. And they'll talk to me in the titles. They also tell me how to title my videos. I'm worried about humanity's future. What needs to be cut from your life? So I hope you pay attention to my videos because there's much more than what I'm talking about going on the screen. They are trying to peek. They're trying to get through to you. Our future. The divine. Wow. Never ceases to amaze me. I'm always blown away by them. And Gabriel and his sense of humor. He's pretty awesome. You know, it's funny because the group Farsight Press, Farsight Institute, Sir Courtney Brown and his team, they released a video on remote viewing of Lucifer. The demon card. Yeah. Who's the demon? Who's the demon? The demon that's coveting. It's that Leo card. Yep. Israel. Anyway, I did leave a link under the video, a link to this video from Soul Source Tarot. Leo, heaven or hell? Liar, liar, pants on fire. Choose wisely. Israel. Choose wisely. I left a link because that reading is meant for them. I don't know if they'll actually hear it. For their sake, I hope they do. Anyway, but yes, in that reading, it was 5 pirate ships. 5. Just like the reading said. Yep. Hmm. Anyway, so I wanted to um, connect some more dots for you. And I forgot to leave links under the one video about the stuck tankers, Suez Canal and stuff. I will leave those under this video, plus the links regarding this specific video and the results video. These news pieces links so you can go look for yourself. hmm Now you know who's behind a lot of shenanigans. And you also know why. Because we talked about the canals and the railroad and other plans that this one has. Something that's interesting. You know how when anybody speaks against Israel, they're called an anti-Semite. They are called an anti-Semite. Anybody who speaks against Israel. What is a Semite? What is Semitic? Relating to or denoting a family of languages that includes Hebrew, Arabic, and Aramaic, and certain ancient languages such as Phoenician and Akkadian, constituting the main subgroup of the Afro-Asiatic Asian family. Afro-Asian. Let's see. Those people would have darker skin tones, right? Yeah, they do. What's interesting is the ones that are screaming that you're being anti-Semitic if you're talking against Israel are white boys and girls. Very white, lily white. But they start screaming anti-Semitism anytime you say anything against them because they're hiding behind the real Semites. I will remind you that my bloodline holds both sides. And if you haven't figured out, the Semitics are Anunnaki and the Zionists are Pleiadian. 2 plus 2. More dots. And as I have said many times, the Pleiades is a big place. Not all the Pleiadians are bad guys. You have to remember the Pleiades, the seven sisters stars. There's a lot of planets around those stars. That means not all Pleiadians are bad guys. Only a specific set. They happen to be the elites running the planet. Remember, I've stepped you through a lot of stuff on this channel because it's all stuff I was learning with the guidance of Gabriel and Edna along the way. So I was teaching you what they were showing me. They showed me a lot. Just being able to follow the breadcrumbs and adding 2 plus 2. That's all it takes to get to the bottom of what the hell is going on down in hell. Yeah. So these white boys are screaming anti-Semitism. That's kind of an oxymoron, isn't it? Kind of crazy. What are these white boys doing screaming anti-Semitism? Remember, half my blood is Semitic and the other is the Pleiadian bad guys. I had some good Pleiadian good guys. I've got some bloodlines from, various sectors. I would consider myself, based on my bloodlines, let's see, my Native American and Jewish heritage makes me a Semite. So if anybody can scream anti-Semitism, it could be me. What? My other half, the part of my family that's behaving badly, is Pleiadian. Some of them. Not all. But here's the thing. It's a long history. And you'd have to watch all my videos to catch up. But remember what I told you. In 1948, the UK, the current ruling queen over there, gave that piece of land, Israel, to who? The Jews. But you must always ask why. And who, what, when, where, and why. Ask the W's. (1948). Which Jews was Israel given to? Shh. You're not supposed to know the truth. They call themselves Zionist, aka Pleiadian, aka specific group of Pleiadians, aka connect some dots. They're called Ashkenazi Jews. Nazi, N-A-Z-I. Shh, you're not supposed to know that. Yes, part of my family is very bad. They enjoy hiding the truth. Anyway, And they are 100% behind terrorism and keeping the world divided. Divide and conquer. They do love their back room deals and their secrets. Anybody that screams that I'm being anti-Semitic, I dare you, since I am a Semite. I'm being anti-pirate, anti-stealer of history. I am anti-slavery. Because if their little plans continue to unfold how they have it going right now, you guys will be forever enslaved with no way to break loose. And like that Leo reading says, do you want heaven or do you want hell? Because it will be hell. Bank on it. Because they see you as nothing more than cattle. Many people that were called conspiracy theorists have for many years tried to tell the truth, including JFK. Many lost their lives trying to tell you the truth. For those who dared to open their ears and minds and listen. Many tried to tell you the truth, but nobody was listening, or very few. And even the ones that were listening were in apathy. What can I do? What can I do about it? If you don't realize you're living in the beginning of the age of Aquarius where everything, the truth comes to light, it is the book of Revelations. Everything will be exposed. The plagues and everything else that's happening should be sure clues that you might be in the book of Revelations at this point somewhere, right? Apathy will gain you nothing. Truth will gain you freedom. It's really simple. Super simple. There's a lot of people that are coming out of that apathy because they have awakened and they are standing in their power. Quite a few people. Hundreds of Amazon and Google employees sign anonymous letter opposing deal with Israel. What's this deal, you ask? This deal's called Project Nimbus. Yep. Project Nimbus. Well, wait, we'll get back to this article too. Google Amazon employees publish anonymous letter denouncing the companies for contract with Israel. The group argues that Amazon contract will sell dangerous technology to who? We've established who the pirates are and who's behind them. We're going after the effing pirates. Judgment Day is coming. And being on the right side of the fence is very important right now. Here's the thing. I live in the United States of America, land and home of the free, or it was. But somebody addressed our Congress that was not our president. The leader of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu. Interesting, because people that testified against him ended up dead. A man and his wife in an airplane crash. Coincidence? I'm telling you it's not. If you want to know who the demon is, all you have to do is look in that direction. I connected the dots for you. Why would the divine back up Iran concerning those oil tankers? And then tell me about it so that I can in turn tell you. Why are these people finally standing up? Because they know the truth. Why am I standing up? To tell you the truth. I love this country I live in and all the amazing races that live in this country. Because to me, your race, your religion, your genetics, nothing matters to me because this is a spiritual war. It's about gaining the hearts and minds and souls of the people of this planet. Who are totally unaware of what is happening right under their noses. And it's my mission to make sure you know what's going on. Because when you know the truth, they can't operate in the shadows anymore. The demon. They had us all fooled. Hey, don't feel bad. I felt stupid too when I figured it all out. Because believe it or not, I used to actually march to the beat of that drum. This dangerous technology and big tech is behind and been bought up by the demon. Now these two dingbats, and yes, I called them dingbats, and I would tell them that to their face. Working for the demon, are we? Because that's what these two are doing. I listened to their little report. Yeah. Anyway, people from diverse backgrounds with a conscience posted this letter. Over 400 of them. They are standing up for what they believe in. And they know that this technology is going to be used to kill Semitic people, Palestinians, to be precise, and much more. Because it's not just Palestine that has to worry. So does Lebanon and everybody else. Representative Tlaib praises group that calls to end U.S. aid, to Israel. I get strength from all of you. The letter continues, for this reason, we are compelled to call on the leaders of Amazon and Google to pull out of Project Nimbus. They do love to name their things projects. Black Ops projects. And cut all ties with the Israeli military. So far, more than 90 workers at Google and more than 300 at Amazon have signed the letter internally. They did so anonymously because they fear retaliation. The employees allege that Project Nimbus, a partnership announced in June that will make Amazon the Israeli government's primary cloud provider, will sell dangerous technology to the Israeli military and government, and will make the systematic discrimination and displacement carried out by, boy, this thing jumps around, the Israeli military and government even crueler and deadlier for Palestinians. We condemn Amazon and Google's decision to sign the Project Nimbus contract with the Israeli military and government and ask them to reject this contract and future contracts that will harm our users. We call on global technology workers and the international community to join us in building a world where technology promotes safety and dignity for all. Hear, hear. I applaud you. You have balls. You're standing up for what you believe in, and the divine is watching. And you too, little missies, the divine is definitely watching you too. I love my country. And my guess is the people that live in Canada love their country. And the people living in Scotland and Ireland and Europe and the UK, I know you love your countries. But you're backing the pirates. Your countries are backing the pirates. And there's irrefutable proof that that sitting queen is not the true queen. Irrefutable truth. You've been hijacked by pirates. Our countries are deplorable for the things that they're supporting. Our countries are anti-Semitic. Think about what was done to the Native Americans by our country. You talk about anti-Semitic. That smacks of it bigger than anything else I can think of. You want to talk about the true horrors that are going on. Perpetrated by the people who hide behind anti-Semitism. Israel and every country that's supporting them, including the illegitimate queen in the UK, who gave that land to the anti-Semitic assholes in the first place, who are screaming anti-Semitism. Who better to hide behind than the Semites, the ones you killed? You want to know who perpetrated the Holocaust? Look at who the Queen of England is. You saw. She's German. She is a Nazi, an Ashkenazi. Wake up. I've shown you. You saw her husband with his family in Nazi uniforms. Just add 2 plus 2, for God's sake. You were infiltrated. John F. Kennedy warned you. You did not listen. Many people have tried to warn you about this. Many, many. Now the divine steps in and is warning you. Will it be heaven or will it be hell? And TikTok time is definitely ticking away. According to Gabriel, time's up. We need to stand up for what we believe in. And I can prove to you, and many others have, about the illegitimate queen. And I've showed you, connecting the dots. They have, slowly but surely, bought up the media. They have slowly but surely taken over your countries right under your noses, U.S. included. If you don't want to see your future or your children or your grandchildren's future in slavery forever, I suggest you take heed and listen to what the divine is trying to tell you. And if the divine was backing Iranian ships, that's a sure clue. This is a crucial time period, the book of Revelations, the beginning of the age of Aquarius. I do know we win this. You guys will stand up for what's right. You will. I have faith in you. Gabriel, maybe not so much. He has a dislike for humans, and some humans anyway. That's because they're traitors and no backbone. He has a backbone, trust me. He don't play. Although he has an excellent sense of humor if you're on the right side of the fence. But yeah, I know you guys will. I know that you guys will stand up. I have faith in humanity. This is a very, very small group that has very patient and devious methods. They have slowly, insidiously worked their way and their tendrils into everything. Into politics, into your FBI, into your police departments. They're everywhere. And they're cronies that they pay to do their bidding. They use money to bribe people. Subversion, coercion. It's part of their playbook. I call them the virus in the program of the holodeck. That's why everything is out of balance here. And the demon has such a foothold. If you love your families and you have a genuine care about what happens to the planet and the people on it, and what happens to your kids in the future, then you've got to stand up. These people have a playbook they call Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion. It was touted to be conspiracy theory, but it is their playbook. And that is the truth. And if you knew what I know, those governments would all fall and then be picked up again by the people. These pirates, these Zionists, fake Jews hiding behind anti-Semitism. Your days are numbered. Tick-tock. Gabriel said so. I tend to believe what he says. If you knew what I know about how they have intentionally been poisoning your children in many different ways, I might add. This would be over with in less than 24 hours. Because if everybody gets a backbone and stands up for what they believe in, this gets over with very quickly. Knowing the truth sets you free. And will this be heaven or hell? You have to ask. I know the divine's asking. Pick your poison. It's not too late to unravel the thing that they've been doing for many, 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 many years. Remote viewers looked at Lucifer, by the way. And they also ran into and remote viewed the biggest opposition to Lucifer. And it was interesting to watch the remote viewer Princess Janaea with Farsight Institute, describing the being that she came up across that was the one running against Lucifer, the biggest opponent. She described Gabriel to a T, right down to his personality. He does have a sense of humor, and he finds us amusing at times. He detests some humans because they're just bad seeds. But yeah, things are very out of balance down here. And restoring balance is key, or be forever a slave. You know, the ones that are screaming anti-Semitism. The real Holocaust is happening underneath our noses and has been for a long time. The real Semites are dying while the white boys scream anti-Semitism. And your tech companies are supporting them because they've got their tendrils into everything. Into everything. Judgment Day is coming for them. I wouldn't want to be working on their side right now. Let's put it that way. The remote viewers remote viewed the divine. And described the divine to you. And who they represent, they are the archangels. It's time to stand up for what you believe in. Apathy doesn't work anymore. We need to get this show on the road. Saturn has come out of retrograde. Jupiter and Mercury follow tomorrow. Pluto, the judge, has come out of retrograde too. Judgment Day, D-Day. It's coming, all right. I'm wondering if there's anything else I can show you guys. I will put links up for all this stuff where I showed you, by the way, Arabic. Remember, Arabs are Semitic. Arabic Press Review. Plans for Israel. UAE, United Arab Emirates Canal enrages Egypt. Egyptians are Semites. Meanwhile, Jordan expels former Palestinian prisoner Nizar al-Tamami and 3 ministers of Arab origin join New Belgium government. Interesting name, Middle East Eye. Interesting that they're showing the Suez Canal here, right? And this new canal that they're talking about. This is dated October 2nd, 2020. 1 year and 2 weeks ago. That's because the UAE is another government that's in bed with the demon. You will all be slaves if you don't stop it. And the countries you love will be lost forever. When they talk about the New World Order, who do you think they're talking about? The UN and all the countries that belong to it. Remember, Zionist. Let's see. Let's type this in. Video showing Biden saying he is proud to be a Zionist. Biden, were I a Jew, I'd be a Zionist. Joe Biden is a proud Zionist. You know who the Zionists are, don't you? The Nazis, the Ashkenazi Jews, the white boys that scream anti-Semitism. Yet they're white boys. Hiding behind the true Semites. They are the ones that perpetrated the Holocaust, not only in Germany, but the Native Americans, the Palestinians, the Lebanese, and the list goes on and on. They are the pirates. I can prove it, and I know I'm telling the truth. They are the ones illegitimately holding the throne and ruling the world. I can prove it to you over and over and over again. They even had the Christian churches going, "Oh, poor Israel. Oh, poor Israel." They got you on your knees. Like I said, it's time for apathy to stop. Knowing the truth is more than half the battle. Like I said, I will provide links. I hope you choose wisely. TikTok is Raw L and all your connected cohorts. Time's up. Stand up for what you believe in, people, and never back down. Okay? This is serious. And the future is important. And if you love your kids, you love your country, you love your God, you'll stand up. I don't care if you belong to the military or what you've done in your past. Standing up right now is what matters the most. And it'll definitely earn you brownie points with the divine, I can tell you that. Anyway. Have I said enough? Have I done enough? I can only hope. And just like these amazing people that stood up for what they believe in, we all need to do the same. Quit leaving them hanging out to dry by themselves. It's time. It's definitely time. Choose wisely. Will it be heaven or will it be hell? Anyway, more coming. The divine needs to speak again because, yeah, Jupiter and Mercury come out of retrograde in less than 24 hours. They're already on their way doing that now. So, time is of the essence. Anyway, I do hope you guys are listening. Much more to come.